So right out of the gate, we got the live action Legend of Zelda movie. Some images have been released of Link and Princess Zelda. It looks like Link has the classic green tunic minus the hat, and Zelda has a more Breath of the Wild inspired outfit. Leo, a lot of controversy already surrounding this movie. A lot of people are upset that a Shan Chindo actress did not get casted as Zelda. And a lot of people don't want Link to speak in this movie. So, being a long-time Zelda fan, I'm just curious, what are your thoughts on the movie and what are your hopes for it to accomplish?
That's a good question with my normally dismal opinion of live action versions of things. To be honest, I think the fans are being fools in one regard. That Link should be speaking in this movie because, as a movie, you've got two main senses to work with to convey the story, and that is sight and sound. Cutting one off entirely just seems like a bad move.
Yeah, I've been saying for a couple of weeks now, I think Zelda fans are their own worst enemy in a lot of ways. I mean, Zelda was made the way it was because it literally came out in like the 1980s when the technology we have now just wasn't around yet. He was a silent protagonist because they couldn't do voice acting yet. And just when they announced voice acting in Breath of the Wild, a lot of fans got upset.
I honestly don't understand why it would be a problem. I personally enjoyed finally being able to hear people in a Zelda game.
Yeah, like Nintendo always been kind of stuck in the past. I mean, just because no, when you think about it, Link has had a voice actor since Ocarina of Time. He just only did grunts and yeah.
Non-verbal gibberish, basically.
Yeah, it's just, I think a big part of it, though, is because I could be wrong, but I think, since, Link was so obnoxious in the 80s cartoon, they just don't want to hear him talk again.
Yes, you'd think they would already have many clear examples of what not to do with a speaking Link.
Yeah. I'm gonna be curious to see exactly what all they take for the games in this movie. I'm predicting they're gonna take a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom because that shit seems to be the direction Nintendo is going with those Zelda. What are you hoping to see with the plot for this movie?
Well, I'm hoping it won't cause another major timeline snarl, as that is already enough of a tangled web they've woven. And I'm also curious to what they're going to do with Ganon, as you've got both Link and Zelda alive in the same place. It is inevitable that he is going to appear.
Yeah, I don't think anything on Ganon or Ganondorf has been released, so are they gonna go with the traditional Ganon, or is it gonna be Ganondorf, or who would even? Cause Ganondorf ain't white. He's what would you say his skin tone is?
That's rather odd that Ganondorf's nationality among Hyrule should have him in a Middle Eastern tan kind of skin, while he's just been straight up green for the longest I can remember. Yeah. I'm honestly not sure how that's going to translate into the live action.
I don't know. If I had a guess, they're probably gonna have him dress up as Ganondorf, and then maybe we see a Ganon transformation at the very end.
The bestial side does come out when he is most desperate, after all.
It always kind of made me laugh because, I'll never get to experience it because, unfortunately, my first Zelda, well, not unfortunately, but I didn't get to play Zelda till Ocarina of Time came out. But what do you think all those people thought when they, played the first game, heard about this Ganon character, and then when they saw him, he was basically a giant blue pig?
Well, I remember my initial impression was confusion to whether this was truly Ganon or not, as I had been given very little expectation on what he looked like. But it was easy enough to settle into the whole demon boar thing for the first few of the Ancient Relics of games.
I didn't look at the pistol before starting, but I think they're both brunette in this movie.
They both seem to have some sort of hybrid color going between the spectrums of brunette and blonde, with Zelda leaning closer to the latter. This is acceptable, as, to be honest, their hair colors have been a bit altered between games and have stayed on that color scale. For me, I think it's just a bit jarring to see a live-action version, as it just seems oddly dull compared to the expectations set by the game's more animated style.
What did you think of the eels?
I think they've managed a blend of practicality and having the actual elven ears going.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for the movie, honestly. Seeing Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog do so well, and that gaming movies are kind of getting slowly better with each new installment. I have high expectations for this movie. What about you? Are you excited or cautiously optimistic?
Cautiously, for sure, as I have gone through a lot of these adaptations, game to movie, animated movie, etc., and it is a gamble. Rather, you're going to be getting the product you are advertised. That Nintendo itself is at least co-funding this raises the optimism slightly, as the parent company isn't going to just completely invert the spirit of their own product.